Okay, so welcome back. And so today we're going to talk about another way to solve logarithmic equations, and that's using the one-to-one property for logs. Okay, so now, as we've seen before, if the bases are the same and two logs are equal to each other, then that also implies that their arguments must also be equal to each other. So for example, we've seen this before. So if we have log base 2 of x minus 1 is equal to log base 2 of 8, then we know that the arguments must be equal to each other, and we automatically can know that x minus 1 is equal to 8. And now we've got an equation that we can solve, and we can add 1 to both sides, and we find that x is equal to 9. Okay? And that makes sense because if x is 9, then we get 8 in here. And natural log base 2 of 8 is equal to natural log base 2 of 8. Okay? So let's do an example. Okay, so let's use, this is an example. Okay, so here's what we have. So we've got this logarithmic equation. We've got a log of 3x minus 2 minus log of 2 equals log of x plus 2. So these are common logs, base 10. And the key is you got to make sure that they all have the same base, else you can't do any of this, right? Okay, we can only combine logs that have the same base and so on. You can only use the one-to-one property if the bases are the same. Okay, same thing with exponential, right? So now we can combine these two logs, and so what we want to do is we want to get a log on both sides, right? So we've got this log, so we can combine these two logs, right? So let's combine these two logs and we get what? We get log of 3x minus 2 over 2 is equal to log of x plus 2. And now that we have an equality of logs, right? So we've got an equation with a log here and a log here, so we know we can use the one-to-one property now because they're both common logs. And so we know that since these two logs are equal to each other, then their arguments must also be equal to each other, and we know that we can have this. And now we've got an equation that we can solve. Okay? And in fact, all I have to do is multiply both sides by 2. And I get 3x minus 2 equals 2 times x plus 2. Right? And so this is going to give me what? This is going to give me 3x minus 2 equals 2x plus 4. And now I can subtract 2x from both sides and add 2 to both sides, and I get x equals 6. Okay? And so the key was right here. I was able to use the one-to-one property at this point, and then basically gave me a really straightforward algebra equation to solve. Okay, we'll be back with more examples.